Bayou Land Conservancy is a community-supported conservation organization based in Houston, Texas. Our focus these past 15 years has been to work with willing landowners to permanently protect connected wildlife habitat along river corridors. In Hempstead, Texas lies 1,500 acres of amazing habitat diversity known as the Bernardo Plantation. The diversity of wildlife species is directly related to the diversity of plant species. The Bernardo Plantation has prairie habitat as well as bottomland hardwood forest. These woods, composed of oak, sycamore, and pecan, provide critical resting areas for millions of migratory bird species on their journeys to and from Mexico and Canada. The Bernardo Plantation has 3 miles of frontage on the Brazos River and is ecologically important for that reason alone, but this property has many more hidden qualities just coming to light. In 2010, the current landowner allowed archaeologists to dig and discover what is now being referred to as the second most important historical site in Texas, right after the Alamo. A settler from Louisiana, Jared Gross, hosted Sam Houston, Jim Bowie, and Stephen F. Austin at his home, establishing an important legacy.
Jared Gross and his family lived there while they were building the main house here.
He was a very wealthy planter. He had about 100 slaves that he brought with him. And he came to this location and selected this area where we are right now as his plantation site. He named it Bernardo.
One of the first things they did was to quarry sandstone from the Brazos River. You can see the sandstone base of a fireplace behind me. They probably used the same sandstone to construct the chimneys of the first building, the Bachelor's Hall.
By finding the main house, that structure, we're able to pinpoint this is where the action took place. The finding of the chimney is also very exciting from the standpoint that the bricks themselves were made by enslaved African Americans.
The interesting thing that happened was in 1836. He had a well-established plantation here, and of course that's when the Texas Revolution begins. And so General Sam Houston, the commander of the Texas Army, is actually retreating from Gonzales this way in front of the Mexican army, which are advancing to try to catch him. He makes it to the colonial capital of Texas is San Felipe, about 20 miles from here. And as he gets there, he still decides he needs to come further up. He hears that there's a steamboat at Gross's Landing right here, loading cotton. And so he decides that steamboat will be a valuable asset to him, so he brings his 750-man army. They camped just across the river for about 2 weeks, a little less than 2 weeks, used the steamboat to cross over here, right where we are, and he camped here for a couple days, which is where he met the twin sisters. These are the 2 cannons that were given by the city of Cincinnati to the Texans to help in their army. So Houston meets the twin sisters right here on the front lawn of Bernardo Plantation.
After the Civil War, this plantation eventually failed and the owners went into bankruptcy. Without the free labor of enslaved workers, you couldn't make these plantations work.
And this is all part of that first plantation that was here in Texas. And the fact of the matter is this whole landform, this whole area we're standing on, has been very stable. So what you see is what they would have seen. And you keep going deeper and it keeps getting better, because right across the river, right down that way by the trees, they found woolly mammoth teeth eroding out of the bank. So you've got 100-year-old history, 200-year-old history, 5,000, 10,000 years of prehistory and human history, all at this one place. And that's what makes this one of the most amazing sites in all of Texas.
As historians have noted, sandstone was quarried on this property years ago, but today a new mining activity threatens the still pristine nature of this land. There's currently a sand and gravel bid for this tract, which would destroy the ecological as well as the historical values of this property. Behind me is the prehistoric crossing of the Brazos River. This crossing is what made the Bernardo Plantation possible, and it's made it what it is today. Your support is needed now to help make this property into a legacy for future generations of Texans, today and tomorrow. We have an extremely short window of time to raise and confirm $2 million for a federal matching grant to help us permanently protect this incredibly unique site. Please contact us today if you're a potential funder or know a potential source for funding. Contact Bayou Land Conservancy at 281-576-1634.